Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. This video today will be discussing the function of Thai criminal defense attorneys with relevance to expediting one's deportation from Thailand after being released from the prison system. So, in most cases involving a foreign national who's been accused and then tried and convicted or pled guilty to a crime here in Thailand, and then after the subsequent release from the Thai penal system, that foreign national, generally speaking, unless there are very, very extenuating and somewhat, I would almost say, unique circumstances, that individual is essentially going to be remitted back over to the custody of the Royal Thai Immigration Police, and that individual is going to be deported and probably blacklisted, placed on the Thai blacklist, and not allowed to return to the Kingdom of Thailand for a specified period of time, or perhaps effectively indefinitely, depending on the circumstances of the underlying criminal matter. What we're discussing in this video is the function of a Thai criminal defense attorney with respect to facilitating a fast deportation out of the country. And one has to sort of understand the context we're talking about. Thai immigration, quite frankly, I've read things over the years that say that they can be rather, let's say, cranky, difficult to deal with. Let's be clear, they have a great deal of backlog in all aspects of their jurisdictional matters. So even in dealing with visa processing, there's a significant amount. I mean, the numbers of people that are at Changwatan Immigration Division 1, on a daily basis is somewhat staggering. It's actually rather a credit to the overall immigration system that it operates as well as it does, frankly. I'm not an apologist for it, but truly, when one thinks about the numbers of cases that go through Royal Thai Immigration on a daily basis, it's significant. With respect to sort of the criminal and transportational divisions of Royal Thai Immigration, again, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a particular shortage of those who have been either accused of crimes in Thailand or convicted of crimes in Thailand or pled guilty to crimes in Thailand who are of foreign nationality. So, unfortunately, immigration is not going to be quite as efficient or operate with as much alacrity as perhaps one would like. Presumably, after one is released from prison in Thailand, they want to get back into the quote-unquote free world. But unfortunately for a foreign national here in Thailand who's been released from prison, getting back into the quote-unquote free world is not as easy as one would think. Most notably because, again, the prison officials from the releasing prison are going to remit that individual back over to immigration, and that individual is going to essentially remain in an immigration detention center until such time as arrangements are made for them to be deported. Now, in certain circumstances where you have an indigent individual who had prior criminal matters arise in Thailand, in those circumstances, the individual at hand is going to be have to wait around until Thailand can, the government of Thailand essentially can foot the bill for them to return home, presumably by air transport in these cases. Although there are border deportations and there are sometimes waterbound deportations, but we're talking specifically about air travel here. So, there are individuals that just don't have the money to be deported, and they're essentially going to be put on a list, and they will wait around until such a time as they can be deported, and arrangements can be made. So obviously, again, presumably, one cannot presume that that's going to be particularly quick, that that's going to go particularly fast. If one is willing to pay for their own transport to get out of the country, deportation can be arranged rather quickly because, frankly, immigration officials and the overall criminal justice system in Thailand doesn't particularly feel the need to keep that individual in the country any longer. They've served their debt to society, and they've dealt with the matter, and it's closed. So the officials want to go ahead and get these cases closed up. A Thai defense attorney can be of immense help in facilitating the deportation of individuals who've been released from the criminal justice system in Thailand. I personally, in the past, assisted Thai criminal defense attorneys, mostly in my capacity as a U.S. attorney, liaising with the U.S. Embassy and sort of keeping them apprised of what's going on. and liaising with the foreign national's family back in the home country. In most cases, I've dealt with Americans. But that being said, and then just sometimes just providing some moral support, being around, just seeing a sort of a face from one's home country can often be quite a comfort when dealing with these matters. And as can probably be presumed, sometimes these things aren't so straightforward. I mean, scheduling conflicts. There are other cases that these officers are dealing with. So, having moral support around for that individual who's already completed, in most cases, has already completed a rather strenuous, period of time in their life, that can be a real benefit. So, again, Thai criminal defense attorneys can be a real seriously beneficial to anybody who's getting released and is looking to get home as quickly as possible.